Next issue of the magazine coming out, podcast.
Won't sell it for less than 10,000.
Hey, Jeff Vita here with the Kung Fu Drive-In Podcast. I am at the Martial Arts Mega Weekend here at the Tropicana in Atlantic City, hosted by Master Alan Goldberg, and I right now with Master Jose Torres, Team Torres Martial Arts, and Master Torres. Thank you so much for joining the show.
Thank you so much, sir. It's a pleasure to see you finally.
It's good to see you again. Yeah, we get to finally meet you. Actually, we've talked. We've talked about business. We've talked about martial arts. Good to be sitting down with you. Talk to me about what's going on. How are you enjoying the show so far?
You know, it's a great opportunity. I've been involved with this event probably since 2004. You know, I was a fan back then, and I would come and get to meet all the celebrities. And then about 10 years ago, I actually took over the tournament, and I ran the karate tournament portion called War in the Shore, and it was part of this event. I did retire from that as of last year, as my other adventures have been taking me to different avenues. So, but it was a great run. But I love this event. There's so many good people that come to it, and you know, it's a good time. If you've never been to the action event, you should really make it out to it for all your listeners.
And we're going to talk about all those other things you have going on in a little bit. But for right now, talk to me about what this event means for to martial arts and for you specifically as a martial artist and an instructor.
Well, you know, the founder, Alan Goldberg, is an absolute genius, and he marketed a great event because what this started as was an expo and a place that, as a martial artist, you could come, connect with other martial artists, meet some of your legends, and meet some of the celebrities per se of martial arts that we don't get a lot of access to on the East Coast. There's only certain events that bring in celebrities, and this was the first. This was the first of its type. It's been around over 20 years now, and it's grown, and the reach has just been unbelievable. For me, I was a young school owner when I first came to this, so I got to meet some of the guys that were in the movies that I saw, Don the Dragon, Cynthia Rothrock, Michael Jai White at the time, I think just came out with Undisputed 2, that was a while ago. So, that was the vibe. That's what it was for me. And then he has a Hall of Fame banquet, and I was honored to be honored at that quite some time ago. And, it means a lot to me. It's kind of where certain things started for me in this genre of going to martial arts expos and Hall of Fames and things of that nature.
As an instructor, what do you take out of this show and bring back to like your students in your school?
They have a lot of good lessons. So this year, I'm working more of the vendor side of it, so I'm connecting. But what I always try to do is connect with other martial artists because you're always learning, whether it's a physical seminar and you learn how to punch, kick, move, locking, disarms, but just connecting with other energy. And I try to bring that back. I feel every connection with someone is a positive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just have to take out the necessary information to give it back to your students.
Now, about the vendor side of things, what kind of stuff are you getting into?
So we have my podcast, which is called the Martial Arts Experience. It's a video podcast. Mm-hmm. We're entering our 75th episode.
Awesome.
So much. We recently just had Abdel Kisi, who played Attila in Lionheart.
Nice.
We were able to kind of find him and bring him out, which has been cool. So, the podcast has really grown. We have about 10,000 followers on Facebook, which we're really excited about. We just started putting a lot of our shows on YouTube. So, if you're listening, try to make sure you can log into our YouTube and like it and follow, subscribe to it so you get to see the new episodes that we have coming up. But the show's been growing. It's created a lot of opportunity. From the show, we had launched our magazine, Martial Arts Experience. Mm-hmm. I think when I was on your show the first time, we had just rebooted
Action Martial Arts, yeah.
Exactly. So we did a couple issues with that. And the podcast I was doing simultaneously, and just the podcast grew. So I started getting a lot of emails, and I don't mean like 5 emails, but hundreds of messages like, hey, with so-and-so, you need to do a better interview with them or get them pictures. Because sometimes people want to see their heroes.
Sure.
So we said, you know what, we'll take the opportunity and we'll do an offshoot of the video podcast and make our own magazine. So Martial Arts Experience magazine came about. Our first cover we did with the iconic Marty Cove.
Nice.
Who plays Sensei John
Nice,
Cleese.
yep.
And we did our second edition with William Christopher Ford, who was, he's the head of the 52 Master Series. And we got actually his top 6 masters to be part of the issue. So, those are some of the things I'm getting involved in. It's been a crazy course, though. It's much different than just teaching 5 days a week.
Now, there are other opportunities. Can you get into this? I don't want to pry, but I think there's some cinematic opportunities available to you. Is it true or false?
That is true. That is true. I have to be honest with the listeners. You know, obviously when you start getting into that world, there's some paperwork called NDAs, and I have to sign some of those. So I have to be very careful on what I say and not. But I can confirm that yes, I have some upcoming projects, cinema projects that are coming up that I think you know, they're going to be amazing. They're going to be amazing, and I can't wait. You know, can't wait.
Awesome. Are they going to be martial arts related? Can you tell us that? Is there going to be?
Yeah. So you know, it's crazy because the two projects are you know, action driven with some drama, but they're not just, you know, I think what's happened with martial arts, especially over the last 40 years, you know, people would talk about, oh, it's more of a B movie or it's this or that, and we don't want to just do a martial arts movie.
Sure.
We want to do an action movie that has martial arts and some drama, some meat to the script that everybody can watch, because there's so many genres and so many different populations that you want your movie to reach. I've been blessed with the two projects coming up, especially my newest one. We'll start filming in June.
Cool.
Without saying what it is.
Right.
You know, there's going to be some great fight scenes. We have a diverse cast. I mean, it's honestly, it's a dream come true. Honestly, I wish I could say more, but you know, you guys will definitely be one of the first to hear about it.
Awesome. And you'll grace the show again, I hope, and then we'll talk about it. Okay.
If you'll have me back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So tell the audience where they can find information about the school, about you, about everything else, the magazine, and so forth.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So we have an official website for this podcast and magazine. It's Martial Arts Experience. Now, we branded Experience. It's not EX, it's just an X.
Okay.
XP.com. You can get an issue, you can order, you'll find out about the video podcast. We're also on Facebook, we're also on Instagram. You can look under Martial Arts Experience, you get to see the shows. As far as any training, obviously I'm a big Tone Sudo practitioner. You can go to our school website, which is Team Torres, martialarts.com. Find out any things. We actually have a seminar series coming up, and I can say this, which is actually kind of cool. We are going to be doing a documentary.
Cool.
And as many people know, you know, that follow different martial arts, as well as I think I mentioned this in my last interview with you, is I do a lot of seminars internationally. Been to Europe, been to Caribbean. So this year we have some awesome countries. July we're going to Korea. August we're going to Trinidad and Tobago. We're going to the Netherlands in November. Late November we're going to Barbados. And those 4 countries are going to be featured part of the documentary, which is really going to be cool, and I think people are going to like it. We're going to show a lot of different aspects of martial arts, and not just punches and kicks. You know, it's going to be everything that's included with that, how it affects the family and, you know, cultural things. It's going to be a really cool thing, but that's more for a you know, hopefully if we're blessed, a late 2024-25 release. But yeah, we're filming. So if there's any countries out there that you want me to come to, let me know.
Not a bad itinerary for a martial artist.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, come on. I get you Caribbean, fun, Korea. I mean, you can't get any better than that.
That's awesome. All right, Master Torres, best of luck with everything. Best of luck with the show, and continued success. And we can't wait to see you on film, and we'll talk about it when you're ready.
Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it.
So, you know, it helps with your digestion and stuff.
We're good. Awesome.
Dude, I love talking to you, man.
Oh, man.
You're
Thanks
great.
so much. I don't know.
I gotta figure out a way. I know we have 2 different